Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Marcus Mariota and the Atlanta Falcons.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins. To begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Mariota on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. first down. Mariota completes to Zacchaeus. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Now Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Algier. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there. And the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade. Now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go at their own 26. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lock. This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lock going to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lock to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw for Mariota. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and very short, Mariota.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota flush to his right. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mariota, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get things started in the NFC West with L.A. making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Christian McCaffrey, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Locke's throw brought in. This is Metcalf. Down inside the 10.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota.
at their 25-yard line. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Locke on the move to his left. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and goal. Locke.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Again, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
He's going to keep this again.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. You're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, Remember, this drive started.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Block off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and it not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Feels like a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't throw it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Mariota.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
It's Edwards again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Uchenna and Nwosu
in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. And that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Mariota now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He'll buy some time right. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A lot going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.